G'day folks, it's Laura here, and today I'm going to do a flip cup pour, this time with some grey blue colours and some yellow kind of raw sienna colours. So the colours that I have here today are Paynes grey, French blue, pale gold, raw sienna, yellow deep, Naples yellow hue, and a combination of pearl white and titanium white. Now with these blue colours, I'm going to add very little actual paint because they're very rich in pigment, and I don't want to overwhelm the painting with these colours, so I want most of the painting to actually be the yellow gold colours. Now I'm actually also going to add just a little tiny bit of white to both of these blue colours as well to tone them down and make them more opaque. Now I'm going to use my standard pouring medium for this. I'll link to a video on how to make this if you're interested. And I'm going to put the amount of pouring medium in that's proportional to the amount of paint that I have, so less for these blue colours and more for the yellow colours. I'm going to add just a little bit more of this Paynes grey. Just to deepen that colour a bit. So it's time to layer the cup now, and I'm going to use my standard cell activator. I'll link to a video on how to make this if you're interested. But I'm going to start with a generous layer of cell activator on the bottom of the cup as well as up the sides just a little bit. Now with this set of colours, the blue colours are basically a complement to this very orangey kind of yellow colour, and so I don't want them to mix because there's a risk that it'll just create brown. And so what I've done here is I've rearranged these so that the white is in between them as well as the gold, and I'm going to try to completely isolate them as I'm layering the cup. Now because this pale gold is a metallic colour, it's more translucent, it tends to sink a little bit, and you quite often lose it from the top of the mix when you actually flip it. So I'm going to start with a layer of that just to give it a chance to actually make it to the top. So I've already prepared my canvas. I've added painter's tape to the back of the canvas as well as giant push pins. So it's time to flip the cup now. And I'm just going to get the rest of the paint out of the cup and cover the edges and the corners. Okay, I've got some nice lacing happening here and some interesting kind of color combinations inside the lacing. And I think the paint's fairly well balanced. I will pull it down in this direction a little bit and then spin it out. Okay, time to spin it. So I'm off this corner and this corner. I'm very close to these two, so I don't think it's going to need much more, but I will just do another quick spin. And there we go. So I'm loving how the gold and the ochre color are actually coming through under the blue here in the top section, and the reverse is happening down here, so the gold is on top and then the blue is underneath. Then we have a very small kind of white area of lacing here in the center, which I quite like fanning out on the right hand side. So I do need to pop the bubbles on this one. And just going to make sure the corners are covered. And there we go. I'm quite happy with this one overall.